that we have expended our money on is given to us by the Executive Director of Finance. Ma'am, can you please stand for recognition? Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. All right. The opening remarks now. We'll have the opening remarks by the host of this event. The host of the event is Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, the DG. And this is going to be done by the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Talen. Sir, I'm so sorry, sir. Opening remarks by the EDP, Mr. Wole Koka, representing the DG of NTA. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello? Okay, it's live. Honorable Minister Ma, my colleagues, all other protocol observed, on behalf of Nigerian Television Authority, I want to use this opportunity to welcome you here. The Director General is held up somewhere, but he will meet us in the course of the program. And I read, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 13th edition of NTA ETV Arts and Science Expo. I am delighted to have you at the NTA headquarters, Abuja. The fact that many of you travel long distances to be here serves as an indication of just how important it is to follow your dreams and of your commitment to breaking new grounds in the quest for advancement. The NTA ETV, an arm of NTA, is committed to promoting learning, and its mandate far transcends imparting information and knowledge. We want to discover talents, and as the saying goes, if you tell me, I may forget. Teach me, and I will remember. Involve me, and I will learn. This expo is about getting the participants involved in healthy competition towards growth and advancement. Every year since 2005, we have converged here to showcase, identify, and applaud the laudable attempts of young Nigerians project aimed at improving the living standard in our country. Our theme this year is promoting unity and innovation in youth as agents of change through science and arts. Therefore, we are gathered for unity, we are gathered for discovery, learning, and ultimately take our country to the next level of development. At this point in time, I'd like to call on people in the private sector, particularly active players in the science and technology sector, to demonstrate real commitment to developing our country. This exhibition has been on for nearly 14 years, and I tell you that till date, we are yet to see any deliberate investment in the project that have been exhibited over the years. It is a challenge for us as a nation to rise up and be counted by encouraging these young ones into creating solutions that are adaptable to our local needs. I thank the parents who have released their children to be part of the exhibition, the schools who have provided the platform for the participants, the teachers and producers from various NTA stations. We appreciate your immense contribution. And today being the final day, after this event, as you go back to your respective destinations, I wish you safe trip and do hope you have lasting memories of the 13th edition of the annual NTA ETV Arts and Science exhibition. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please, a louder round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. It's time to invite to the podium our mother of the day, a lover of children, a great lady, the former deputy governor of Plateau State, and the current Honorable Minister of Women Affairs. Let's give it up. Stand up. Great Nigerian students. Great Nigerian students. Let's give a rousing welcome to the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Talen, for her opening remarks and goodwill message. Thank you very much, ma'am.
The Director General NTA, being ably represented here by the Executive Director Program, Mr. Wole Koka. The management and staff of NTA, delegates and invited guests, my dearly beloved children all over Nigeria gathered here from 26 states plus FCT Abuja. Please, can you give yourself a big round of applause? I'm excited to be in your midst today to celebrate yet another expo where great talents are gathered together from all over the country to promote unity and to drive science and technology to every doorsteps. The theme of this Children's National Arts and Science is promoting unity and innovations in youth as agents of change through science and arts. I can't count how many times I've been here for the yearly exhibition. Even last year I was here, and I know why our youths and our children needs to be encouraged at this yearly science and arts exhibition. Science and technology is what drives the world, and our children cannot be left behind in the 21st century. Our children are the future hope of this country. Our children are blessed and well talented. All that we need to do is to give them that little push and encouragement. I've seen wonderful things being exhibited by different states, and I'm sure all these laurels that are displayed here will be won by the winning states. I want to appeal to those who will not receive any laurels today to still feel happy, excited to be part of this great exhibition. I'm sure the 1 week you've been in Abuja will not be wasted. And by the time you leave Abuja back to your various states, you will go back home with something new, something that you will add to what you have learned. I want to encourage all our students from the various schools that are gathered here to take your studies more seriously and to give particular attention to science subjects. I want to appeal to, in particular, the female students, because the education of the girl child is the future hope of this country. The education of the girl child is what will give hope to Nigeria. An educated girl will be a better mother, a better wife, and a better partner that will help in national development. Therefore, I'm appealing to all the female students gathered here to take your studies more seriously, put in your very best in all that you do. Let education be the first thing that you'll aspire to achieve in life. Any other thing is secondary, but your education first. And when you take your education more seriously, you right to the university level, even to your masters, the men will run after you. You don't have to look for any man to marry you. If you are well behaved, well groomed, well educated, they will run after you. I'm therefore appealing that our teachers, our parents should take the girl child education very seriously, especially the sciences. Our girls are the future hope. Our children are the future hope. Every other thing is secondary, but the child is the hope of tomorrow. The child is the hope of this great nation. I'm here to give you every encouragement. I'm here to give you all the support, particularly the girl child. And the sky will be your limit as long as you put your education first. I want to congratulate all the participants at this arts and science exhibition, and I urge you to keep making efforts to participate in this yearly exhibition. I commend NTA in a very special way for making this yearly exhibition a ritual that you've kept faithful for the past 14 years. I commend NTA and I appeal to all well-meaning Nigerians, to all philanthropic organizations, to support those that have excelled and have won various laurels. I want to appeal particularly to the winning states and to appeal to the state governments that their students will win these laurels today, to give these children the necessary support so that they can fly. Once again, I congratulate you all for participating in this NTA National Children's Arts. God bless you and congratulations for always being part of this exhibition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. And I'd just like to also inform you that our mommy here, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, was a former Minister of Science and Technology. So give her a round of applause. Actually, Expo started during her reign. And she's also a former deputy governor, Plateau State. She is where, can you see all the caps I'm seeing? Some invisible caps. And the current cap is the Honorable Minister, the ministry she's heading now, the Ministry of Women Affairs. All right, it's time to acknowledge our Executive Director of Finance, who's been here. Ma'am, I introduced her, but I kept her name for now. So please join me in welcoming the Executive Director of Finance, Mrs. Fatima Bada. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. Welcome to Expo. Also here is Peter Hawkins, who is UNICEF representative. Welcome, sir. Can you please stand to... Thank you very much. Welcome, sir. We also have the Executive Director, Engineering NTA, Dr. Engineer Stephen Moses. Welcome, sir. Engineer Bamishegbe, CEO DigiCrest. Welcome, sir. Alhaji Bashir Yaradua, who is the Director of Programs. Welcome, sir. It's time. We have Bala Ajamok, our Director Engineering. Welcome, sir. It's time for the Honorable Minister, led by the host, that's our Executive Director Programs, Mr. Wale Coker. They'll be going around the stands, so please get ready, make your stands very nice for our distinguished guests to pay you a visit. Sir, if you're ready, the minister, all the people here on the high table, yes, please.
Smile for me, even if you're sad.
Please, can you all join the Honorable Minister?
Even if you battle, stay with me, even if you've got some.
Please, all our very special guests, take a look at what the future of Nigerians.
Smile for me, baby, me please, smile. I want to be the one way you feel there for. I want to be the one that makes you do the things you thought you'd never do. Let me be the one for you. I want to be your weakness, baby.
The name of this
Lie
machine
to
is
me.
the
If the truth will break my heart too.
This machine is divided into three parts, which is the bicycle frame, the threshing unit, and the processing unit. Now the bicycle frame has the pedal. Here in this pedal, the work input. This is the most functional part of this machine, of course. The work input is put into the machine. So, and by the sprockets and chains, it is transferred to the threshing unit and the processing unit. In the threshing unit, this machine is then used to thresh corns. So, then after threshing the corns, there's a bar. So as it's pedaling, the kinetic energy is being transferred here, and then these threshing bars force these corns against the teeth blades, which then remove the corn seeds from this. Yes, ma'am, we can.
And remove the fertilizer and hold it with your hand when she comes. Then you talk on how you package it, how you use it to produce other things. you have to go down, then you have to hold the fertilizer. That fertilizer, hold it and go down. That you are not just claiming, trust me, don't challenge. I have done everything analysis. This is right. The inorganic fertilizer is this is the solution, right? This is the opportunity apart from this basic plan. This is the minister, the life. The woman is here, they know about organic. Talk in a scientific way, don't talk practical.
In line with this year's national theme, promoting unity and innovation in youth as agents of change through science and art. This device here is just a prototype of what I have to give to this nation as a way of solving the lasting problems between the herdsmen and the farmers. You know, Ruga is not a new thing, but how to solve the problem between the herdsmen and the farmer is our main concern. As you can see, this land is divided into two sections. The farmer fence is farmland, while the herdsmen fence their Ruga. Now, these two need one another in order to help Nigeria and provide unity and peace between us. For example, the farmer provides food, which is hay, which animals can eat, and these animals also provide manure, which is very, very important, which can help the soil instead of using fertilizers all the time. Now, what I built here is a security alarm for the farmer, so that if any intruder tries to walk in, it will tell the farmer that someone is trying to enter your land, so that no animal or any intruder, human being, can pass through it or go out, so that farmers can now sleep carefully knowing that their farmland is protected.
Dance with me, even if you're dancing off the beat. Take a chance on me, don't even worth the risk. Smile for me.
A flood detector. Flood detector device is a device that detects water level in reservoirs, dams, and riverbanks, so as to alert the dwellers of a flood before it occurs. So, as we all know, flood is one of the world's most devastating disasters, claiming lives and property more than any other phenomenon. So, flood claims life and property, it kills. It also causes disunity between people. When an unexpected flood occurs, people run helter-skelter, and most of these people don't get to see each other again. As a result of this, we came up with the idea to build this device so as to allow the dwellers, so as to promote unity among them. And also, people in a community of different tribes, religions, and ethnic backgrounds, but with the occurrence of unexpected flooding, they run helter-skelter, and also it causes conflict between them, because these people that run helter-skelter go to other community, migrate into other community, which can cause conflict between them and the host community. So this is how it works. When these are device and these are sensor that goes to the river, so when the sensor senses water, it sends the alarm to sends the signal. High water. When the water rises, it sends the signal to the flood detector. The flood detector now triggers the alarm and alert the dwellers of the flood before it occurs. So this is our timer.
Okay, it's okay. 1 to 10.
Let me be the one for you.
What's this? What's this?
Yeah, lady, please.
My name is Uguchi Dwaga, and these are other members of my team, Team Solis. Here present our optimized concrete interlocking blocks. These blocks are an optimization of the normal blocks which we have these days. They were made in such a way that the cost of blocks are reduced, whereas the strength and their durability is increased. Well, the cement to sand content of these is on the high side compared to the normal blocks which we have, where the sand is higher than the cement. Here, the cement is higher than the sand.
So they are different. You have different ratios.
This is 2:1. Okay. And the stones used in the production of these are stones which we made ourselves. Where light concrete was used, these stones are called hollow stones. They have holes in them, which means that this stone does not increase the mass. We'd like you to carry it.
Okay. We know it's strong. Okay, well done.
The hollow stone and concrete and sand. This stone, these blocks it is made in an interlocking form, so that means water is not used in joining them together. Thank you. Thank you.
So let's go to people up, so they don't feel, when we go up, so they don't feel out of
Which state is this?
Okay, no, we have to. Who's ready?
Oh, I'm by name Naranjo Free the Sheep, and this is a project try to microcontroller based T-junction traffic light control. So this contains the control unit, the junction display unit, and these are our power source which we use in powering the junction display unit. And the control unit sends signals to the junction display unit. And this project uses a time sharing method which allocates time to each junction, allowing a car to pass at a time. Here is a sensor which gives alert when the light is red, indicating that cars should stop at this point. So also the sensor, when someone disobeys the traffic light, this sensor gives sound and alert to the law enforcement agency. And inside here is a camera which captures the car that disobeys the traffic light and sends it to the law enforcement agency. I would like to try it so that.
Okay, right. Nice. So if that's good. I think that's all girls. Okay, arts. Okay, the girls did arts. People did not create. Please, what are you doing?
This is a potato battery, man. We can use this potato to earn an. This is a potato battery. So we are going to use potato to generate electricity by the use of our copper wires, our coin, our galvanized nail, our multimeter. The multimeter is used to measure the voltage of the potato. So we want to light this LED bulb.
So when you light it, what is it supposed to do?
The light will know now.
Okay, good. Are we blocking?
It's not showing.
Okay. Do it again. Let's see. Let the camera capture. Okay. So it will now. Generate electricity. Okay.
Well done. Thank you. So potatoes can generate electricity. Good. From where? Which state is it? Oh, you're okay.
The name of this device is called LDPE/PET recycling furnace. It means low density polyethylene and polyethylene terephthalate recycling furnace. I constructed it for the purpose of recycling and managing single-use plastics like our water cans, our pure water. So this machine is basically composed of three main parts. This is the combustion chamber, the reactor, and the absorption column. In the combustion chamber, you put the charcoal. Then, when the charcoal is heated, it gives direct heat to the reactor. The reactor is where these plastic wastes are being recycled. So this, when you put the shredded plastic inside here, you now use the stirrer. This stirrer is used for uniform distribution of the plastic. When the plastic is being melted, it is then removed. It comes out from this outlet and enters this mode. So I constructed this absorption column to trap in toxic effluents from the plastic. So inside this absorption column is a filter capsule. This filter capsule helps to trap in those toxic waste so that it can give out pure air to the atmosphere. So this is one of my products. It's an interlock made from molten plastic, and I mix it with sand so that it can be strong. This plastic is a binder. As you can see, it's very light and very, very durable. So I think it is more better than this cement that we use. So using this plastic waste that used to pollute our environment can create good products for us.
Great. Well done. God bless you. What's your name?
Obiora Chinenwa.
Which class?
SS3.
SS3. Keep it up.
Okay, man. It's something similar. We have seen Anambra. Let other children have it.
We are converting waste plastic into innovation. Now the innovation is composite floor and water house with game drafts and table dash. Now the process of converting plastic into the composite floor and water is a local and manual. We are young innovators and also young environmentalists because we care about our environment. You know, plastic waste, it takes about 1,000 years to degrade into the soil, and before it causes a lot of havoc in the society. So we an idea of converting this waste plastic into useful and harmless item, and the items are this composite floor and water house.
Great. And it's light.
We also have
They collect waste and make use of
What do you
waste
use?
plastic.
We tile our houses.
Like tiles.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Maybe we go to arts. Let's see.
Yes, Kano State, man. This is a solar spraying machine. We are trying to address the issue of available solar spraying machine in the country, because there are some faults and injuries available spraying machine or the pouring ones bring to our local farmers, because it enjoy chest injury to our local farmers, and it is not qualitative, and some are very cheap and the other one is very expensive. Most of our local farmers can't afford it. We try to make a system that is in between this two problem, to make a project that use a PVC photovoltaic energy to convert into DC energy to work in a farm and spray pesticides or herbicide chemicals in a farm, and it work for 6 hours. Thank you, ma.
Which school is this?
Government College Kano, KTC. Thank you, ma.
So it's only the boys that can, no girls.
Yeah, there is a girls, but they bring out.
Okay, we'll go to the arts. Well done. So no, na makaranta Kano. From Bauchi, okay.
My name is Usman Abubakar. I'm representing Bauchi in the Expo 2019. So the title of my project is Mobility Card, as you can see. So it has so many uses for, you can able to use it for the transportations, as you can see, and we may able to use it in the farm. So as you can see, let me.
Well done. Thank you. But why is your car only for your seat? You don't take passengers?
We may able to, there are extra seats here, as you can see.
Well done.
Mommy is going many places. Mommy has to close.
Don't worry. We've seen. You are from Kano, isn't it? Kaduna. Okay.
This project is owned by UC.
Okay. But what about the other girl, the lady there? Is she from Kaduna too?
No, that Adel Kitty.
Okay. 1 minute.
You have to be brief. Mommy has somewhere she's going to.
So I think let's take it.
These are yes. They are the same unity.
Okay, choose one. You want us to take this or this? Go ahead.
So this machine is called the destoning machine. It's a machine designed to remove stones from our food. As you can see here is the sand. So the machine works physically and manually. Due to the low agricultural farm produce we have, many countries are refusing to buy from us. So with the aid of this machine, it will improve agricultural farm produce, and which will reduce the rate of importation and increase the rate of exportation of the country. And we know with this, it will increase the financial status of the nation. So this is how it works. It works electrically. So the machine is not only for rice. You can use for any grain. There are different types of sieve. We have different types of sieve. This is how it works. Yes, electricity and manual. Look at it. Yes, that is how it works.
Well done.
Yes,
Well
ma'am.
done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Leave the way, Swat. Leave the way.
Okay, quickly. Who is presenting?
We have the fountain running water here. And this fountain running water, it has some significance. And here are some of the significance. It helps to regulate the temperature of the environment. And it helps to create employment for youth. And another significance of this, it creates national cohesion. That is, if people come from other states and find something like this, they may want to partner with our country just to work together. And this fountain running water, it can be built in our environment or inside our house, just to cool down maybe the environment has high temperature. This fountain running water can help to cool down the temperature of that environment. And this is how it works. So there is a spout up there. The water will be coming out from here, which serves as the fountain. And the reason why I said it creates employment for youth is because the cost of production of this is not high. Our Timi youth can just, with the rate of 500 naira, they can make this. And it helps to reduce both atmospheric and environmental pollution, because we are by picking these bottles to make something like this, it helps to reduce environmental pollution. And in case of atmospheric pollution, due to maybe there's high temperature, and this helps to cool down the temperature of the environment, then it helps to reduce the atmospheric pollution.
Thank you. Okay, we go to the arts. We go to the arts. Yeah. Yes.
So we know
that Delta State. We know that beads are used for making flowers. We know that beads are used for making flowers, hand bangles, anklets, and so on. But we implied technology into this artwork by putting a light bulb inside, and thereby baking a homemade chandelier. So you can make this at home and sell them at a cheap cost, cheaper than the glass chandelier.
Well done. Well done. Keep it up. Give me a handshake. Well done. Well done. Okay, let's go to the arts.
Go and receive the cake. Go and receive it. Okay.
What do you have to present to us?
Sorry.
It's used for baking and drying of some food items. It is made up of a red clay, and I did this in order to help the youth to be able to go into some small scale business, and also to be able to manage the nature of electricity, the unsteady nature of electricity we have today. So you bake like your bread, cake, pastries. Yeah. It's made up of clay. Yeah. This is the chamber here. This is the heat chamber. This is the heat control chamber, and this is the main oven itself. These are the two breathing holes, and this is the temperature checking holes. You use it to check the temperature at which the food inside is baking, either high or low. Yes. Thank you.
Well done. Keep it up. You are the teacher?
Producer NCA.
Okay. Well done. Thank you.
This is
Good afternoon, ma'am. In Nigeria and other parts of Africa, Fulani herdsmen and farmers' conflicts leads to loss of life and wealth. The farm produce being eaten up by cattle out of the carelessness of herdsmen, and in vengeance, the farmers engage in against the herdsmen by killing them, their cattle, and sometimes roasting the cattle. It is a phenomenon that has been devastating peaceful coexistence between Nigerians and crippling the economy of the nation. As a good citizen of our dear nation, I looked into causes and effects and proposed proper solution to the mess, and that solution has to do with creating rural settlements. A settlement where social structures are ensured, where there is school and hospital for them, where there is vast land for their animals, as well as markets to sell their products and buy as well.
Let's go to one late. No, we're going up there. We're going up there. The artist is here. Okay. Oh, she's drawing you.
Oh, she's the artist?
Yes.
Oh, she's trying to draw me.
These are what she
Well done, artist. She doesn't want distraction. She drew all this?
Yes.
Wow. Great. How old is she?
13.
13 years old. From which state?
Lagos.
Lagos State. Great. Well done. You are the teacher? Oh, well done. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Well done, well done.
Good
afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joseph Esther. I'm coming from Divine International Schools. And the first art piece I have here is Atmosphere of Unity. From this place, you can see that there are three young boys, the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yoruba, dancing together rhythmically to their music. We can see that they have no grudges, no conflict, no biased mind against each other. And if our Nigerian youth, in relation to the theme of this exhibition, promoting unity, if they can be able to see themselves as one Nigeria, come together, interact, share things together, share their minds without having biased mind, grudges, conflict, Nigeria will be a better place to stay in.
Thank you very much. Well done. God bless you. Well done. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ifena Etiaba from Charlesdale Memorial International School in Rivers State. And this is an installation art piece that I titled The Labyrinth. I made this to sensitize the Nigerian government on the dangers of illegal migration, also for the youths on the dangers of illegal migration. I titled this art piece The Labyrinth. As you can see, these are Nigerian youths who are depending on each other. They're leaning on each other. If you remove one of them, the other one falls. We can't stand alone. So what's happening here is that they're illegally moving to different countries in Europe in search of greener pasture because they're trying to escape the myriads of problems that Nigeria is facing. The problem is that they are the solution to the problems that they flee from. After going through this harsh journey, they find themselves returning back to their country in pieces. They left united, but they're coming back damaged. Some of them are losing their legs, some of them have lost their heads, some of them are pregnant. And the worst part is that they return back to the same country that they left. All these problems are still here. But if the government can put some work into it, then the country will become better. And we can actually use all these resources that Nigeria is blessed with. Thank you.
Well done.
May nothing make you deal with their fallacies. From my house or even if they're overseas. Oh Lord, give me bazooka. Make us bomb them, scatter them from area. The fire will go follow them. The Holy Ghost fire, my brother. Don't be small brother. As I look at you, my window, I know they see them. Them no enter house already. They told me smoke my body. Oh Lord, I don't say.
All parents support the children. Children are doing well. You can see the idea of last better connection that they've made into art unity, artworks of unity. We have no other
Save me from enemies. May nothing come to join our destiny. May nothing make me deal with their fallacies. From my house or even if they're overseas. Oh Lord, give me bazooka. Make us bomb them, scatter them from area. The fire will go follow them. The Holy Ghost fire, my brother. Love is small brother.
Our children, both the school and the social environment must all support the children. It's not just government or schools that should do. The children stay more with the parents. Parents must have time for their children. Teachers should do their best. When we join the two together, we'll have better children that will be better leaders of tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Let's amazing creations, innovations, and technology. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, children, our mommy has to leave. She has another appointment. Please stand and say a very big thank you with your applause. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. Thank you very much. All right. It's now time for us to invite one of the major sponsors of this event, UNICEF Nigeria. We'd like to invite to the podium Mr. Since the children arrived Abuja, UNICEF has graciously supplied delicious, sumptuous lunch. So let's give UNICEF a round of applause. And from the Bolton White Hotel, let's invite Mr. Peter Hawkins, representative of UNICEF, who has an open letter to the Nigerian children on the Convention of the Rights of the Child. Mr. Hawkins, please. A round of applause.
To all Niger children, all of you here and all of you at home, 30 years ago, long before many of you were born, the world came together to write a document that will help to defend and to protect your rights. They did this because they recognized that childhood is a very precious time. A time when you must be able to grow as healthy as possible, learn in school, and today I have seen for myself how much you have learned in school. Be protected from violence, be treated fairly, and have your views listened to. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and the Africa Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child recognize how important children's rights are. Your rights. The rights for every child in this world. In the 30 years since its adoption, the Convention of the Rights of the Child and the Africa Charter on the Rights and Welfare of the Child has helped to transform the lives of millions, billions of children like you worldwide. It established that children are not the property of the adults, but people in your own right, with rights of your own. It inspired governments, including the Nigerian government, to change laws and policies to protect children and make more investments in children. The Honourable Minister of Women's Affairs has now gone to negotiate on the budget, and I hope that you have inspired her to invest more in children. Today, more and more of you are getting the health care, the nutrition you need to survive and to develop. And more of you have a strong voice within your communities, participating to shape your country. All of these advantages should be celebrated. But there are still millions of children in the world and here in Nigeria, whose rights are not fully respected nor protected. One of the exhibitions here shows that very eloquently. Too many children are still subject to violence, discrimination, or exploitation. The children are hungry or have not been able to go to school, especially the girls amongst you. And too many of you are robbed of your childhood due to conflict, insecurity, or violence. You may be one of them. So while we need to celebrate how far we have come, and Nigeria indeed made a lot of progress, we also need to recognize how much more still needs to be done to ensure that all children have every right realized now and for generations to come. For example, the United Nations has set a goal that every human being on the planet will have a legal identity by 2030. And together with your government, we are working hard, and I will challenge us to accelerate that process to ensure that we have every child with a legal identity within that period of 2030, maybe 2024, maybe 2025. We also have goals around education. Too many young Nigerians don't have full education that will prepare them for the modern jobs and business opportunities. Many of you here have had that education and will continue to have that education, and I laud you, but many more do not have it. Many children in families with low incomes are left behind and miss out on the opportunities afforded to wealthier families. These children are in what is called a poverty trap, determined entirely by the family she or he was born into. This is not fair. Technology advancements have also dramatically shaped our lives since the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of the Child and the Africa Charter on the Rights of Welfare of the Child. And your safety online must be a priority. I've seen today how you have used modern technology to advance your own future. More and more of you, though, are going online than ever before, joining children around the world in browsing social media, playing games, and viewing videos. And this is a good thing. My own children do that. However, we want to see a secure future for those children. We want to see Nigerian children engaging with the world and expressing their views using modern technology. But those risks, from online bullying to violations of the privacy that are often not clear to all, even to educated adults. False information online has deceived children into handing over money, giving away their data, and being exploited. We need to work hard to ensure that you are safe online and offline, and that you are equipped with the knowledge and skills to claim your digital rights. Whether online or offline, I have been so inspired to see children in Nigeria standing up to let their voices be heard and advocating for your rights, including your right to a healthy and viable planet. For example, at the United Nations in New York earlier this year, at the General Assembly, Debbie, a 12-year-old girl from Lagos, was part of a group of 15 child activists who demanded that government take action to preserve our Earth for their generation and for future generations of all children. All of you, every child in Nigeria, has the same right to have your voice heard and to know and understand your rights. I have recently launched an initiative called the Passport for Rights. This passport that all of you should have and should read. Yeah? The ambition that a goal that every child in Nigeria has a copy of this passport and knows by heart their right by the year 2024. We have all received, and I hope you still have your passport to take home with you, to share with your brothers, share with your sisters, your friends and their friends. Fulfillment of your rights also depends on leaders taking action on issues that will affect your lives. That is why it was so important to have the Minister of Women's Affairs, who is here to protect your rights, to come to talk to you and to be with you and see for herself what you have been able to do. Fighting poverty, ensuring that children have access to quality health care, nutritious food, clean water and good education, and that no child is subject to violence, exploitation or abuse. The roadmap for this action is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, a global agreement to pursue a more equal, prosperous, safe and sustainable world for all children. Young people like you are also taking action on these global goals. Last week, here and across many countries, the world's largest lesson took place, an initiative to teach children about the goals and inspire action. This was launched in this very country, and already 700,000 children have learned about their goals. Let us also work together to ensure that every child knows about the goals and that you are helping to make them a reality through your own actions alongside the Convention of the Rights of the Child. The fulfillment of children's rights and the success to global goals go hand in hand, and one cannot be achieved without the other. This year, as I've said, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Convention of the Rights of the Child. And next year, we will celebrate the same anniversary, but for the African Charter on the Rights and Welfare of Children, as well as the 10-year Decade for Action to achieve the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, by 2030. All of this together presents an urgent triple call for action for the children of Nigeria. We cannot fail in this mission, and we need all of you here, all of those watching at home, to work with us in protecting the rights of every Nigerian child, so that they may have a fair chance in life to fulfill their full potential and achieve their dreams. I started to talk with some difficult information, but I am ending it by telling you that I have a lot of hope. I have been inspired by what you individually and collectively have achieved. I have hope in Nigeria, and that is mostly because I have hope in you, its future. Every day in my work, like I've seen today, I see children who are fully capable of taking the lead in demanding urgent action. I see children who are excited to learn about and shape their country and the world around them. Many of you are already taking that stand, and we are listening. As you develop into the leaders of the future, thank you for inspiring and challenging us to work with you on that goal. We must work together, both for you and with you, to find the solutions to the challenges of today, to build better futures for tomorrow, and improve the world you and your future children will inherit. Know your rights. Hold us accountable for helping to deliver the future you want in Nigeria. Now is your turn. Now is your time, and your future starts now. And good luck, and thank you.
Thank you very much. The children will now present a right each, starting with
Okay, my name is Abdurrahman Awal, representative of Kano State, and I am here to talk about Article 3. But before that, I want to make some clarification because I have observed since the day we have started this program, there is a misunderstanding about what is UNICEF and the full meaning of UNICEF. And okay. The article is saying that all action and decision that concern children must be based on what is the best for each child. This is the right for child, and each child has to be known what is best for him and what decision he has to take. During this, I observed that a child has a chance in life, a chance in education, and a chance in future, really. And with the perspective I take and I see the world now, how it's changing, I made my mind that I am becoming a voluntary ambassador of my state as a UNICEF agent. And I wish our Palawan representative will join me to serve as a voluntary ambassadors, because I see in my perspective this is the best to do and this is the best for Nigerian student, and I wish the entire student present here will join me in this movement to be an ambassadors, voluntaries for contributing significantly in the change of Nigeria and at whole, and we are trying to make the healthcare system and emergency food that UNICEF trying to make or overcome the problem of hunger in the society. Thank you all for listening. I am Abdurrahman Awal. It is my honor to be here.
Thank you. This way.
My name is Umar Fadilat, talking about the Article 19, which states that every child has the right to be properly cared for and protected from violence, abuse, and also neglect.
My name is Pentecost Jerry. I'm representing Taraba State, and I'm here to talk on Article 6. All children have the right to life. Governments should ensure that children survive and develop healthily. All children have the right to life is even part of our fundamental human rights. Everyone has the right to life, right to live. So that's all I just have to talk about on Article 6.
My name is Evarista Egemo here, and I'm here to talk about Article 28. Every child has the right to good quality education. Primary education should be free, secondary education should be accessible, and children should be encouraged to attend schools to the highest level possible. School discipline should respect children's rights and dignity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause. Thank you. It's time to lighten up the arena. This show is coming to you from the arena of the Nigerian Television Authority, and this is the 13th grand finale of Expo 2019. We'll start by inviting the Kalabari dancers. Please come. Please, let's give them a round of applause as they come on stage. Kalabari dancers, please come. Was nice and colorful. Thank you very much. We have more cultural dances for you, but not before we invite to the podium the CEO, DigiCrest Engineer Bamishegbe. Please come for your goodwill message. Thank you very much, sir. Please, let's give him a round of applause.
The Honorable Minister, Dr. Our Excellency, Dr. Pauline Talen, the DG of NTA, ably represented by the ED program, Mr. Wale Koka, invited dignitaries, partners, ladies and gentlemen, and the children. My name is Engineer Dikpo Bamishaye. It's my pleasure to be here this morning to support the children, because these are the future of our dear country. As an ardent supporter of innovation, ingenuity, and invention, mankind will have been stuck in the Stone Age. I am glad to support the National Children Exhibition of Art, Science and Technology Expo 2019. I indeed congratulate the Nigerian Television Authority for this great initiative, and then their long-standing commitment to the development of young mind in Nigeria. It is heartwarming that NTA is encouraging young inventors and entrepreneurs across the country who will eventually lead the next frontiers of scientists, technologists, and art creators that will draw the global roadmap to the future generation of mind-blowing inventions for the benefit of Africa, mankind, and the continent, and Nigeria, our fatherland. In line with my belief in not only educating the child, but encouraging the child education. Having benefited in the past in this kind of programs, I have made a pledge that we should not only leave this to the teachers or the schools or to government alone, but we as partners, we should encourage the children, because the next generation will be determined by science and technology. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. The CEO, DG Crest, Engineer Bamishaye. All right, from the southwest, we have Ekiti cultural dance represented by NTA Akure. Please come.
Which is this now? Ekiti cultural dance. Ekiti cultural dance.
Ado Ekiti cultural dancers, please come from representing NTA.
Dide lade o, dide lade o, dide lade o ọmọ owó, dide lade o ọmọ ọlá, dide lade ará Èkìtì, dide lade o, dide lade o. Dide lade o ọmọ owó, dide lade o ọmọ ọlá, dide lade ará Èkìtì, dide lade o, dide lade o, dide lade o ọmọ owó, dide lade o ọmọ ọlá. Dide lade ará Èkìtì, dide lade o. Ìyẹn okun o, ìyẹn ọ̀rá o, gbogbo ará Èkìtì ń kí yín o, ayín ìṣeun o, ikú àsìkò o. Ìyẹn ọ̀rá o, àgbààgbà kéèlì bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo yíyan okun o, àgbààgbà kéèlì bẹ́ẹ̀. Kíkéré ni mo kéré mẹ́mọ̀ kéré lóhùn ẹnu. Ìmọ̀ fún aláàyè o. A kì í dúró kí wọ́n nílẹ̀ Ọ̀ọ̀ni. A kì í bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wọ́n nílẹ̀ Òrè. Bí a bá dúró kí wọ́n nílẹ̀ Ọ̀ọ̀ni. Bí a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wọ́n nílẹ̀ Òrè. Ẹbọ ni wọ́n fi ní ṣe. Kò gùn, kò bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ojú bíntín ni wọ́n fi ń wo ni. Àṣẹ mẹ́rìndínlógún ni onífẹ̀ẹ́ kàn. Bí ó bá kan ẹ̀sán inú, yóò kan ẹ̀sán òde. Akọ òrìṣà kan rìn lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Ọmọ aládé Oríyẹmọ. Omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò. Mẹ́rẹ̀ tí ẹni kà domi apánu, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò. Omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò. Mẹ́rẹ̀ tí ẹni kà domi apánu, omi apámọ̀ ìjògodò. Ẹ ṣe kí n dìde, dìde aróṣọ o, ọmọ ará Èkìtì. Ẹ ṣe kí n dìde, dìde aróṣọ o, ọmọ ará Èkìtì.
Let's give them a
Ẹ
round
ṣe
of
kí n
applause.
dìde, dìde.
Thank you. our cultural dancers from Akwa Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Akwa Ibom is song. Akwa Ibom is song. All right, it's time for the cultural dancers from Akwa Ibom State to entertain us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mary Bright Titum from Akwa Ibom State. We are here to choreograph the Dakada Creed. In accordance with the theme, promoting unity and innovations in youth as agents of change through science and arts. If we really want to be united, then we need to stand as one Nigeria and set aside all the diversities and differences. Listen and be motivated to rise. Dakada, Akwa Ibom. Rise to the face of business. Rise to the face that we call all things are possible. Rise to the face that rise to the face that has a vision. We can move beyond biases. Freedom and fairness. Rise to togetherness. Rise to the face of agriculture. Beyond what human and intellectual. Rise to set the new culture for us. As children and the generation of the rise to the fact that one day we shall be counted as a great people of a great state with great mind. Rise to the fact that all things are possible and many more. So as the confession of our hope, Yahweh, for he who promised his faithful. Arise to the faith that our Bible was created to be great. Arise to the faith that our Bible was created to be great. I am a Bible. Arise to the faith of greatness. Let Abada, Nigeria, arise.
Thank you. Thank you very much, students from Akwa Ibom State. It's the turn of our friends from Bauchi State, Fulani cultural dancers from Bauchi State. Please come.
Dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yaushe za ka dawo ne sai a watan gobe.
Maliyo.
Dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yana nan ne, ya yi tafiya ne, ina ya je ne, ya tafi Ilori. Yaushe za ya dawo ne sai a watan gobe. Gobe da labari, jibi da labarai. Dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yaushe za ya dawo ne sai a watan gobe. Gobe da labari, jibi da labarai. Dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yaushe za ya dawo ne sai a watan gobe. Gobe da labari, jibi da labarai. Dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yaushe za ya dawo ne sai a watan gobe. Maliyo, dan Maliyo, dan Maliyo nawa, yaushe za ya dawo ne sai a watan gobe.
Cultural dancers from Bauchi State. Thank you.
Yo la la le anadumba aladun yo la aladun yo la
Nagode so say
aladun mi ladun Aladun fire. Miladun.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. They refused to go. Thank you. All right. It's time to have Ewi Oriki from our friends.
Oye mímọ́ ti yá o. Oye nílé ìdèjì o, mo mọ̀ye la o. Oye mímọ́ ti yá o, mo mọ̀ye la. Oye nílé ìdèjì o, mo mọ̀ye la. Àkúrẹ́ mímọ́ ti yá o, mo mọ̀ye la. Oye mímọ́ ti yá o. Àkúrẹ́ mímọ́ ti yá o. Oye mímọ́ ti yá o. Àkúrẹ́ mímọ́ ti yá o. Oye mímọ́ ti yá o. Àkúrẹ́ mímọ́ ti yá o. Oyèrè o, okoko, oyèrè o, oyèrè o. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ọba jílété, ọba jílété, ọba jílété lóhun gbogbo, ọba tí ó panitì, ọba tí ó múnitì, ọba tí ó ṣanitì, ọba tó bá mi lórí ohun gbogbo, ògbómdé aṣọlá, ògbómdé adélébọ̀ ṣògo, ọba tí mi gbọ́, kìjì, kìjì, kìjì.
Ìbà ooo, ìbà, ìbà f'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè, ọba mi, ọba jígí, ọba mi àjíkẹ́, ọba mi àìkú àìṣẹ́ ìdíbàjẹ́, ọba mi tí ń jẹ́ èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù, mímọ́ mímọ́ nínú ọlá ńlá, ọlọ́run ọba mi tó tóbi lọ́ba, bàbá mi ọ̀bánirìgì yàtọ̀, bàbá mi agbọ́taṣebi má gbè sẹ́yìn ibi, ọba mi òpó kìrìbìtì àfẹ̀yìntì máyẹ̀, ṣé bí òun la pè lájò tí ń dáni lóhùn nílé, ọ̀rọ̀ gọ̀jìgọ̀ olú ọ̀run.
Sweet, wonderful, two-dafful, three-dafful, four-dafful, five-dafful, six-dafful, seven-dafful, eight-dafful, nine-dafful, ten-dafful, Olúwa mi, olórúkọ rẹpẹtẹ, omnipotent, omniscience, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Elori, you are bigger than the biggest, greater than the greatest, mightier than the mightiest, Ọlọ́run mi, àkìkìtà lórúkọ yín, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ, kìnìún ẹ̀yà ìjìká, gbogbo àgbáyé tẹríba fún yín bàbá àgbà.
Thank you very much.
Bàbá mi ti ń jẹ́ mímọ́, tí ń ṣe mímọ́, tó tún sọ mímọ́, ṣé bí òun ní fúnifúni, kẹ́nikẹ́ni, lániláni, gbanigbani, ọba mi ti ń fi àánú borí ìbínú, ọba mi kìkì àánú kìkì ìyanu, mojúbà bàbá mi, olùdáyé olùdá ọ̀run, bàbá mi, olùkọ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí ń ṣe ohun gbogbo létòlétò, ṣé bí òun ní àtọ́nà gbogbo ẹ̀dá, tó fi fún gbogbo olùkọ́ nímọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀, ṣé bí òun ní gègé àrà, tó fi gègé ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo olùkọ́ lọ́wọ́, ọlọ́pọlọ pípé, tó fún gbogbo olùkọ́ lọ́kọ̀ọ́lá láti lò.
Alágbádá iná, gbòǹgbò ìdílé Jésè, kábíkábí nínú àwọn ọ̀run, àtẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ kárí ẹ̀rí tí ara kò kábíyèsí Èdùmàrè. Mo máa mọ̀ pé wá tẹ́wọ́ pọ̀ pẹ́ mi.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please let's give them a round of applause. All that was in exalt.
Enti Aba, hurry up. Enti Aba. Abakiliki, hurry up. Abuja,
March past, it's time to present all our students here to you in the March pastors and Mars. Enti Aba, Akure, Asaba, Oka, Bauchi, Bini, Damaturu, Dutse, Enugu, Ibadan, Ilorin, Jalingo, Jos, Kaduna, Kanu, Katsina, Lagos, Lafia, Maiduguri, Mina, Oshogbo, Port Harcourt, Uyo, Aba, Yofa,
Abuja, Ado Ekiti, Aba, stand here. Aba,